You know, the NBA is a weird place. Sometimes you lose a guy or two to injury, and even if it's not for the whole season, you think your season might be over. The losses start to pile up, and you might even go on an 11-game losing streak or something like that. But just getting those two guys back, those two key guys for your rotation, and things start to look really promising again. In that month after our win against the Sixers, we've been pretty good. 8-7 to be exact, not including our 2 wins in the next month. So after an 11-game losing streak, we get a couple of our guys back and go 10-7. That's still without Gary Trent Jr. as well. Not to mention, we sadly lost Dacian to another injury on our list. But this one is way more serious. He had a lower left leg stress fracture, which puts him out 2 to 4 months. I hate it for the kid. He struggled for the part of the season he did play in, but it still really sucks for him. I hope he gets back quickly and that we can get him back out there. I've already had a discussion with our trainer and escorted him from the facility. The new guy will be here in a couple of days. But in the meantime, we've had a couple of guys emerge for us. Cade and Christian have been really good for us, leading our team, honestly. They often find themselves at the top of the box scores for us, and it results in a lot of wins. We had a win against the Cavaliers where Christian had 28 points and 13 rebounds, and on some very efficient shooting splits. Cade wasn't far behind him with 17 points, 7 assists, and 2 steals, on only 9 shots too. There was another game against the Thunder, and Cade had 34 points in only 23 minutes. Christian had 19 points and 14 boards as well. Both have their games where they struggle too, but they definitely have been a large reason that we have won as much as we have. But there's an interesting thing in that Cade is still not starting. John is. And John Wall is definitely still a solid NBA point guard. He's averaging 15 points, 6.5 assists on okay shooting splits. Still playing pretty good defense on guards. But I do think we need to start making the transition to Cade. Cade is averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4.5 assists, on 51, 39, 88 splits. His size allows him to shoot really well at the rim, and while 39% from 3 is good, it's not on a ton of attempts. Either way, I'll very gladly take it, but I think Cade has proven that he is better. He's maybe not the most consistent in terms of creating offense, but as an overall point guard at this point, Cade is probably better. Now we still have a little over half the season to go, so we'll just have to wait and see. But we're still a couple games out of the 8th seed, sitting at the 9th seed. I think it's very possible that we end up in the playoffs. The 7 to 9 seeds are pretty closely contested. All it takes is a good stretch. We're in the middle of one of those too, considering we're the winners of 3 straight. We've also got some decently easy opponents coming up in the Bulls, Raptors, and injured Grizzlies. Before that though, I need to know how Gary Trent is doing. He's supposed to be coming up on being cleared for play. Hey coach, is there any update on Gary yet? I'm really anticipating his return.
As a matter of fact, I just got off the phone with the medical staff, and he's all good to go. He's about a week ahead of schedule too. Even better news is that he doesn't have any restrictions, so he's good to go for a full load tonight against Dallas. He won't have a ton of practice time, and he's been out for quite some time, but honestly, before he went out, the team had a lot of chemistry building. I think he'll be just fine. And I'm looking forward to having the most complete version of this team we've had this season out there.
Sounds awesome, coach. I have a lot of work to do gauging some things before the trade deadline, but I'll be checking in around the second half-ish probably.
Sounds good. I'll talk to you later. I've got to prepare for the game.
Coach, what happened last night?
I'll tell you what happened. We freaking sucked. Our offense was fine at times when we weren't missing every shot for a stretch. But it's our defense that sucked. They shot 60% from 3. 60! Not to mention 59% from the field. It was awful. Absolutely awful. Eric Gordon, our old guy, killed us too. He put 27 points on us. All in all, I'm just ready for tomorrow's game against the Grizzlies. We need a bounce back game bad after that one.
Sheesh. Well, was Gary at least any good?
He was 1 for 6. I expect him to be better as time goes on.
Well, I'll see you at the game tomorrow at least. I'll probably be there late again. Man, I got here really late. The trade deadline is a very busy season though. Even the build up to it keeps me busy for weeks. Oh, good job fighting through that screen, Kevin. Valanciunas is a hell of a screen setter. Good defense. You lost him there at the end, but we forced him into a bad shot. Good defense, guys. What's Cade have? 24, 7, and 7? That's pretty good. Oh, and he's finding Gary for 3! Gary's found his rhythm back. It only took one game. That's awesome. He's got like 19 points now. Stay on him, KPJ. He's shifty. Oh, that was a nice move by Jones. I can't be too mad at that. We have to play better help defense, though. We can't embarrass KPJ like that. Uh-oh. KPJ has that look in his eye. Play it calm, Kevin. Make a good play. Oh, good take. That was a tough finish. Good shot, Kevin. Cade's playing the off-ball role right now. KPJ's taking on the offense. Oh, good pump fake, Christian, and good shot, Cade. Make that 27 for him on the night. And a clutch 3 in the books. All right, we haven't gotten a shot to go in a couple minutes, so let's play some defense, guys. Keep the lead. Somebody get on Brooks, please. All right. Good foul, I guess. I mean, you could have stayed vertical, but I guess I'll take the free throws over a layup. All right, guys, this could be our last play. Let's make it a good one. Get a good shot. Oh, good feed, Kevin, and good shot, Christian. Good job getting position on Valanciunas. We're up 2 with around 20 seconds to go. We're in a good position. Oh, somebody get on Jones. Thank you, Cade. Stay on Valanciunas, Christian. Match his physicality. Contest that. Oh. Jumped just a little too early. That's fine. It's fine. We still got time to get a shot off. Okay, they got the ball to Gary. Now to KPJ. KPJ to the rim, and it's good! Wow, great take, Kevin. We are up 2 with 2 seconds left, and the Grizzlies do not have a timeout. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We're like 3 games below 500 now. We're right back in this. What a great game. Well, that was a great win, but I didn't see John out there at the end. I wonder if he is all right. Better call up coach to check. Hey coach, interesting choice keeping John on the bench the last part of the game. What made you go with that?
Well, it wasn't by choice. He came down from a layup and pretty much collapsed. He couldn't put any weight on his right leg, so we took him to the locker room. We're lucky it wasn't anything like an ACL, but he is still out 2 to 4 weeks with a pulled calf muscle. He's got a bit of swelling and some sharp pain, but the medical staff says it's nothing major.
Man, we just can't catch a break with the injuries. Are you going to need me to get somebody to run the backup point while he's out?
No, I'm going to let Trey take over those backup minutes. Cade will move into the starting lineup, and this will be very important for a stretch for him. It'll give him an opportunity to prove that he's our starting point guard over John. He was the one that even mentioned it. He's taking this whole thing pretty positively. He's talked about helping out with Dacian's rehab and coaching from the sideline. He's even surprised me with how willing he is to coach up these guys. It's like a complete change of character.
That's really awesome to hear. I'll let you get back to your evening, Coach. I just wanted to call up and see what was going on. I'll see you tomorrow. Man, with the way John has been in the locker room, we really have to consider if we're going to move him or not. He's been really important in mentoring this young team. Either way, I hope he gets well soon. We need him out on the court just as badly, too. All in all, though, this stretch is going to be very important for the future of our team. I'm excited to see what Cade's going to do with his new starting role. I'm looking forward to the rest of this season.